Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Right away, they'll change the look. In motion right, that's Metcalf. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On second down, here's the option. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on third down. Biggs, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile, because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Reed wrestling ahead. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, take 26.
41-yard line.
Take 30.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, and what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Rodgers' throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The Jets now at 2-5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Hall again. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Hey, you block over here. Jump out.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
26. Plant. Yeah, this. Scat 300. Scat 300.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Elliott.
Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
I'm looking down from our booth. You can tell this crowd wants him to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now, actually trying to filter that out because this needs to be a cold decision by him. Not influenced by the crowd, not influenced by outside factors. Does he believe in his team enough to go for it right here? I think he's going to reward the crowd and do it.
And if he doesn't get it, they have to go the full length of the field.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Zay Jones.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end.
7-7, our score after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles, is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Throwing on first down. Biggs.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 28. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball, when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double, you would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
DK Metcalf,
28 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
failure to connect on second down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, Rodgers. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but
it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Rodgers now to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. A first down carry by Elliott. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Back north. Hey, 88.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, 626. Boom.
Jones now in motion left.
630.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
In motion, the tight end. To throw on 2nd down. Biggs. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Get 300. Get 300. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Inside.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers again now. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Over.
Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Off play action. Biggs.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fan.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Shoves him aside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
First down, Seattle.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get 1 look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump! Jump out!
Now Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes, and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a first down.
88.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 3 yards out. And the Jets get a bit closer. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is down to 24.
Jets 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Looking to throw on second down. Biggs. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 73 yards. And the Seahawks have opened the lead up to 30. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a